Hi, this is James Maroney on behalf of AdmissionHook.com, and I'm here on the Mitchell College campus with Vice President of Enrollment Management, Kevin Mayne. And I don't know if you can see the water right out behind us, beautiful campus right on the shore in New London, Connecticut. We're here to talk with Kevin about some of his favorite essays. Kevin, would you care to share with us? I know it's a little different the way Mitchell does their personal statement. If you want to tell us about that and then about your favorite essay.
Sure, I'd be glad to. At Mitchell, we really look at the student holistically. So while it's important how they've done as a student, we want to know who they are as a human being. So ours is actually called the personal statement rather than the essay. And it's a way for them to express themselves as a human being or as a person and not just a number. So we tell students that they can do that in an essay, they can do it in a collage, they can do it in any form of personal expression. We've had students that have designed lamps that have actually paintings around the lampshade that express different phases of their lives. We have students such as this one that did a whole puzzle with different pieces for different parts of her name. We have scrapbooks. We have a young woman that did an entire essay on a basketball, which you can imagine it's pretty hard to write on a basketball. We had a young woman, one of my favorites was a few years ago, who was an early childhood ed major, and she designed these giant baby blocks. And each baby block had something unique about her life. One had a poem that she wrote about children. Another one had a sleeve that she had her resume in. Another one talked about all the activities that she had done. As you can imagine, they don't all quite fit into a folder or into the filing cabinet too easily, but it's a great way to learn more about the student. And as I said, they can write about something, but it doesn't have to be the typical college essay. They can do a collage. They can do something that's very interactive. It depends on the individual, and we enjoy it. And we always tell them if it's something that is enjoyable to them, it's going to be enjoyable to us.
Great. So what advice then would you have? I guess that is great advice. If it's something they would enjoy writing, something you would enjoy reading.
Something that is unique to them because, for example, the year 9/11 happened, we had over 500 essays on 9/11. And that's great if it had touched them personally and affected them personally. But it didn't for 500 people. So you got to find something that is unique to you, whether it's about the major you're interested, about a life experience, something that was life-changing, somebody that influenced you. But the typical why I want to go to college or what I did on my summer vacation doesn't really cut it. It has to be personal. We want to be able to read the essay and get to know the person, to know what makes them tick, their hopes, their dreams, what they want to get out of their college education.
So a good essay lets you know their passions and what makes them different as a person.
Definitely. Because you want to stand out. You have a couple thousand applications. You want to be able to remember the person. And sometimes you can look at a transcript, but all that is a bunch of facts and figures. It doesn't tell us about the human being.
Great. So again, what we talk about is creating the admission hook, something that makes them more than a number, that you're going to fish them out of the thousands of applications.
Got to have a hook.
And do you care to share any other of your favorite essays or any other last-minute advice for the students?
Sure. We had a young woman recently who talked about an experience that she had that affected her life growing up, that she had such a difficulty in her education and an interaction that she had that was negative and from an educator standpoint. And she wanted to be a teacher, and she wanted to be able to help those students that aren't being helped by the system, such as herself. And she now actually graduated from Mitchell and is out working in the social work field. And she had gone through the system. She was a student who the system wasn't very kind to her growing up, and now she's making a difference every day. And that's what Mitchell is all about. Our slogan is looking forward to your future, and it's about coming up with a way to tell us about what's important to you, what are you passionate about, to make sure that you have a good future.
Great, and that must be tremendously satisfying for you as an educator to be able to make that difference.
It is.
Kevin, again, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
And you can learn more about Mitchell College at mitchell.edu or learn about their great merit scholarship programs at collegetreasure.com. Thanks again, Kevin.
Thank you.